Thank you very much, fellow Kenyans. Yesterday I did see the governor of Nairobi giving some infertile imaginations on the running of Nairobi County. And he did complain that he doesn't have funds to run Nairobi County and therefore he cannot control the floods in Nairobi. I want to state clearly that the funds are available, but the funds have been misappropriated. The funds have been misused and stolen. And it is clear, even with the DCI, the file is at the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, clearly calling for the prosecution of the current governor of Nairobi. The funds have been defrauded, stolen by him and his officers. I want to tell Nairobians that to cure the issue of flooding in Nairobi is very simple. Some people are talking about that you cannot control nature, you cannot control the amount of rainfall that we receive. But I want to tell you that that is indeed very true. But however, there was a warning that was given by the meteorological department that clearly stated that rainfall shall be experienced, or rather would be experienced in Nairobi, and will still be experienced in Nairobi, which will result into flooding. The floods that we experienced the other day consumed so many lives. To be precise, around 23 people who lost their lives in Nairobi, and we really sympathize and mourn with the families. The issue of Nairobi and curing floods in Nairobi is very simple. Number one, you have to work on the drainage. The drainage system that is there, they are very shallow, and therefore they have to be expanded and deepened. Number two is to work on the stormwater drains, to handle the stormwater. Number three is to work on our rivers, because we know that every area, every slum area, or every estate that is experiencing flooding is as a result of the overflow from the rivers. Talk about the South B, South C area, experiences floods from the Ngong River. Talk about the Madare area from Madare River, and talk about areas where the Nairobi River is passing. So therefore our rivers, the three rivers, major rivers, the Ngong River, Madare River, and the Nairobi River, should be deepened and should be expanded so that this flood water can be directed properly without overflow to the nearby estates and slums. When we work on that, we shall cure a bigger percentage, and then we divert this drainage system into these rivers. We shall cure a lot. Let us work on the available dams in Nairobi to act as storage facilities for this stormwater. Then with that, we shall also reduce the amount, the volume of water that we are experiencing on our roads. We work on the urban planning, where there's construction of buildings where they should not be constructed. And that causes chaos, because these buildings are approved based on the amount that you have in terms of bribe. And therefore, we are wasting the potential of Nairobi. We should also work on the wetlands. Wetlands for easy absorption of water. When we make illegal approval of structures, therefore, the soil that is meant to absorb water will not absorb water, because whatever you've constructed in that area will inhibit easy absorption of water. And the moment we work on such, we plant trees, we work on a clean environment, we work on garbage, then we shall solve almost 80% of the flooding in Nairobi, and we will never experience the loss of lives that we experienced, loss of lives and destruction of property that we experienced the other day. The governor talks about collection of garbage being very difficult for him, and he calls it a unique challenge that Nairobians are facing. How can collection of garbage be a unique challenge in Nairobi? Just collecting garbage, just sweeping garbage. I want to remind him that in 1967, Russia already sent somebody to the moon. So how can just sweeping be a problem, just collecting garbage? So garbage also clogs our drains, the drainage system, and thereby resulting into flooding and overflow into the environments. So we want to say that the government has already given up with the issue of service delivery to Nairobians, and we promise Nairobians that they shall never shed a tear. Nairobians, you shall get the services that you deserve because you are paying for them. Matters such as roads, drainage system, water, garbage, unemployment. We talk about health matters, non-payment of medics on time. We talk about insufficient stocking of our health facilities with drugs. These things will be a thing of the past. We will never use dimples to reason. We will use our brains. And I wish you well. And I want to tell you that we will be in this together. Thank you and God bless you.